Chimps have rare abilities. A study by a group of primatologists in the year 2000 recorded no less than 65 different types of cultural behavior unknown to neighboring groups. Today we face a paradox because chimps are more culturally diverse than earliest man. So who's the star? Him, of course. After observing the range of behavior in apes, scientists ask themselves the big question: if culture is not unique to man, could its origin be found in animals? In other words, is culture natural? When the rains come to Mahali, chimpanzees weaken and become sick with parasites. But they've found a remedy. These great apes swallow volumes of rough leaves from a number of different plants. The unchewed leaves are difficult to digest, are a burden to the stomach, and are rapidly passed through the digestive system, purging them of the worms. Professor Michael Huffman, a primatologist at the University of Kyoto in Japan, has studied this purging behavior firsthand.
Among socially living animals, individuals learn what plants in their environment are okay to ingest by watching their elders. This information is based on the group's accumulative experience and knowledge of the habitat and is passed on from one generation to the next. Humans have long looked to the habits of sick animals for novel pharmacologically active plants for the treatment of common ecologically relevant ailments. It should be no surprise then that in some instances, humans and animals living in the same environments sometimes use the same plants to treat the symptoms of similar diseases.
Professor Huffman noticed that local people in the park use the same medicinal plants as the chimps.
Traditional medicine are in some very fundamental ways the product of our shared evolutionary past with the rest of the animal kingdom.
The thread that links man to the animal world extends even into the realm of culture. The wet season in Mahali excites the chimpanzees. They charge around, screaming their heads off and shaking the trees. Scientists have described the ritual as a rain dance. Are they paying homage to the elements? Are we looking at how religion all began? The question is hotly debated among scientists. For Jane Goodall, the respected primatologist who spent a lifetime defending chimpanzees, such behavior proves their fascination with nature and all its mysteries. The rain dance evokes a kind of transcendence, something beyond the physical world. Culture forms part of the natural world. But which animal can teach us how to behave? You could be forgiven for ruling out baboons. They're aggressive and violent. Males fight over food and females. You could hardly imagine them living peacefully together, and yet that's precisely what some tribes do. Has peace really broken out? This tribe in Kenya's Masai Mara suffered a massive blow in the early 1980s when every dominant male died from food poisoning. Without the big bullies, violent tribal incidents dropped dramatically, and it stayed that way. The macho model was replaced by an oasis of peace and tolerance. Scientists aren't exactly sure how the new social model developed. But the females, who stay in the group while males migrate elsewhere, are certainly responsible. By encouraging intimacy with new members of the tribe and grooming males to keep them quiet, the females succeeded in keeping the peace. These baboons show how, since time immemorial, seemingly ordinary behavior in the wild can be a product of culture. Nothing forces violent primates to stay that way, and that goes for us too.